Now, in a lot of Christian understanding, they've kind of taken up the love your neighbor as yourself part, which is good, but they've kind of forgotten about how to love God. And how do you get to know God? It says know, love, and serve God. So how do you get to know God? You've got to search. People have to look. Am I satisfied with I was brought up Roman Catholic. I was never completely satisfied with the understanding of God that was given to me in the Bible. And even if it was Jesus, he's still sort of a personality where they only really had about 3.5 years of his life that was really highlighted. And I mean, he was a wonderful person, and he served and everything, but he said, I am the Son of God. But the Father and I are one, not in the sense that I am God, but that because I'm serving God and I'm performing his mission here, so I am a representative of God, and so you can look upon us as one and the same, even though we are different personalities. And I think that's the understanding of the Trinity in in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, like that. And there's a similar Trinity in the Vedic writings of ancient India. It's really not different. There's a supreme God. There's all the living entities who are sons and daughters of God. Jesus was a realized Son of God, and so he fully engaged in God's service. And the Holy Ghost is an expansion of God who is there with us, with each and every one of the living entities that are going through this material world, whether it's a blade of grass, a germ, or a president of the United States or whatever. The Holy Ghost is there helping us basically as our conscience and trying to get us to turn to him and say, he's basically trying to nudge us in the right direction. But unfortunately, due to material desires and everything that goes on in the material world, many people don't listen to the Supreme Spirit in the form of the Holy Ghost, and they just kind of go, I'm doing my own thing. I'm going to steal, rob, or just forget about them altogether and just get intoxicated, have a great life, and die. And they just don't think that there's anything worthwhile to that. But the Holy Ghost is actually there. The Paramatma in the Vedic writings, there's the Ishvara Parama, the supreme controller, and then there's the Paramatma. Atma means soul, and Paramatma means supreme soul. So there's a supreme soul, but the Paramatma is actually present in with every living entity. And then there's the individual Atmas that are there trying to, develop. They should be trying to develop their relationship with God, or they're completely neglecting their relationship with God. Because God is all loving. He's like, I want people to come to the spiritual world and love me. So I give you free will. You can do it. You can love me, or you can choose to forget me. And that's why the material world is here. The spiritual world is also there, where everybody is remembering God. And there's a lot of different activities and different places in the spiritual world. And there's a lot of great stuff going on. You can actually read about it, because the Vedic writings of ancient India have many, many histories and stories of what's going on in the spiritual world. It's a wonderful place. It's not, just where they sit and play harps all day or whatever. It's a place of activity and fun.